see the stream? Yeah, actually, I'm going to turn the review in probably here this weekend. It's really good, actually. It's so it's a roguelike space simulator. So it's like a combat-focused Elite Dangerous without all the boring shit. And it's probably what the MVP release of Star Citizen should be. So you get 3 ships. Let me pull out here. So these 3 ships you get to fly. So there's you start out with this medium one. Which is kind of the medium, and then you get a light fighter, which is like super fast, and then there's like a heavy gun ship. You unlock both of these by you work credits while you play the game. So you're like this dude who's like lost his memory and you're trying to figure out what you're trying to do. You can see here I've been playing this a while, so this is the 24th iteration of the game. So I've died 24 times playing this already. So you basically have cycles. You explore the galaxy. You're trying to kind of find your history. You jump from each sector is made up of multiple nodes, and then you jump from sector to sector to sector, trying to kind of find out who you are. And so you can upgrade your ship. You can get as you get further in the game, you can unlock more stuff. Go ahead. Literally dying. So your guy is supposed to be a clone. The game is really beautiful. Yeah. So this is cranked up. I'm running on a P7 with a 1080 GPU.
A ship requires assistance against raiding outlaws.
Yeah,
a reward has been offered for your support. You have received a credit reward. The payment has been transferred.
Yeah. So most of it is, there are like 3 factions in the game, so 4 factions. So there's this G&B, who's kind of a neutral party. They kind of own the mining rights here. And then there are outlaw forces, there are colonial forces, and then there are Car, which are these kind of reptilian race that's trying to take And so as you go from node to node, you kind of start in this node, and you can see like the level design is just really solid. It's just beautiful to look at. Pretty good.
That's just what I need.
There've been a couple shooters here and there. What I really like is you can see how tight the ship movement is. Yeah. They build it as a. If you're an old school gamer, there was a game way back in the 90s called Descent, which took place in the Mars. basically have each like node is kind of its own little procedurally generated level for you to explore. So give me some of these crates. And each level you're trying to kind of gather as much resources as you can. You've only got a couple of minutes because then the car will kind of show up and kill you. So you'll see. Yeah, go ahead. So this is the level I've kind of got everything here. I'm gonna get it. So I am going to hit the warp point, which is this guy right here. You'll see that number go up, and I'll jump to the next sector. So each jump, if you look at the top right, there's like that. There's a fuel meter. So this is the kind of the different sector. So I can kind of pick which I want to go next. So I'll go a little harder here. We'll go with a harder node. But each time you jump from sector to sector, you're going to lose, 25%. It takes 25 fuel to jump to the next level. So that's what can prevent you from just kind of randomly kind of jumping straight from level to level. So the goal is you kind of have to scrounge for resources to either kind of repair your ship, you get fuel, and the fuels, they're super stringy with the fuel games. So here's a plasma cloud. So no, this is just plasma. So plasma is the thing you can get. So you'll see, I'll kind of sit here and you'll see the plasma at the top kind of get gathered. Eventually I harvest it.
Multiple hostiles incoming.
Yeah. So they're kind of all over the place, and it does a lot of the risk reward, right? So I can, if I really want to, if I need fuel, I could probably attack some of these G&B guys, but they will immediately attack me back, and then they'll be irritated with me for a second jump or two. They kind of leave me alone. So I can actually, if I have like a big, there's a bunch of them around, you can actually drag the Akbar and the Outlaw into battles with the G&B if you need a little more cover. So it's kind of a nice little thing. So you can kind of plan back and forth. Yeah. So as I go along, we'll kind of blow through Sector 1 here because this is the easy part of it. So you gather kind of resources which you can do. There's a crafting engine that's built in. It's just awesomely beautiful. They do a really good job with the backgrounds. So you got a primary weapon, so I can switch between a pulse laser right now and a Gatling gun, and then I can build other weapons. Then I have multiple secondary weapons. Yeah, so let's see. There it is. So that it makes sense to the drone. The drones are actually like yeah. They deal a lot of damage. So this is really kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. Anytime there's something good, there's always something protecting it. So there's this big piece of wreckage here. Yeah. So it's an old ship. What's cool about this, you don't like kind of have like really dangerous, you can actually kind of like fly in. There's usually a loop here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, Leaf Eaters is more of a hardcore sound. I mean, it's beautiful, but it doesn't kind of have like these little arcs. seems like you can tell super focused. It's not. There's not a lot. There's bells and whistles, but they all make sense. So there's no multiplayer, which would have been kind of cool. But yeah. Nice that there's stuff that you kind of don't need as much. You can get better equipment as you these service stations are here. I should not actually. It's yeah, the music's okay. Let's see. It's a bit of a framing device. Each sector you go over, you get an interstitial the first time you enter a sector. So I've already kind of done this. Like in the fourth sector. But it's also spouts. There's a bit of dialogue between. You have an AI buddy. He's a little more chatty when you start playing through the game, and then they smartly dial it back. You know, while it's good. Yeah, it's yeah. I'm really impressed with what Rockfish did. It's really smart in how stuff. You know, they somehow found a perfect balance. There's a ship there inside. More to get to 75. Now, the actual jump gate at the end of the sector doesn't require any fuel, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, there are. It depends kind of on the level. There's some level specific stuff like there are. Oddly enough, there's like this lightning storms, and which is pretty cool. See if we get one of those. Of course, I say it now. We won't actually see one. But what's cool is you'll see this little little symbol here, the comm hub. Now I can hack this. But you get, you'll see all the stuff that's hidden on the gun level. So now I can see where all of the containers are. It's a GB, I don't want. they have an action for it. So they actually have a mode where you can kind of pan through, kind of like a picture mode. Let's see here in a second. But it's, like, they know the game's free. Like, I know the game, you know. It's like the, I played a bit of the early access version. They made a lot of improvements. All the story ratcheting in is new early access. But one of the things they did is you usually start out with a you could drop in just to find everything. So they kind of went back with the new version of the game, or the production version of the game. It doesn't have that to start with. I'm wondering if you guys think it's something to unlock. I'm going to go ahead. It feels good, and they do a really good job.
My scanners indicate that we have hostile company.
You don't say.
And okay, so we got a lot going on. Oh crap! There's a Corvette here, so we'll attack them left. Those are. Yeah, the one of the things that they do. Sweet. There's like a ton of fuel on this one.
Who's responsible for leaving all these containers floating around?
Fallen off the back of a long-distance freighter, in all likelihood.
Jump suppressor means I can't jump right out of the way. Yeah, my ship doesn't seem damaged. So you have like these nanobots. So I'm going to repair the wall. And then yeah, so if I go in here, I can upgrade my weapons. Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty slick. So I can build more weapons. Yeah.
A successful outcome. Now let's get back to business, if we may.
Yeah, it's pretty well centered on the ship. Alright, so this is gonna suck. So you have the Corvette here in the middle, and not only that, the Corvette's elite, it's got the skull on it. And I'm guessing that's where the suppressor is. Yeah. Yeah.
Here.
I could have told you that the moment we met.
With the game, it is very, you know, it's a little frustrating. Like you're constantly fighting the random number generator in terms of how yeah, sometimes it's like super easy, sometimes it's super hard. Alright, so let's see if I can take this guy out now. It allows me to get out of the level. So every once in a while, the jump sectors are jammed, and so you've got to kind of figure out. Yeah. So I didn't destroy the Corvette, but I was able to hack through the suppressing field. No, you've got to do that first. No, yeah, no, yeah, exactly what happened. So again, that's one of those things where it's just a little. I burned a lot of it gets lower based on what you actually have. Yeah, now your afterburners and your guns run on energy, and so your energy recharges. Day rate. Yeah, all the research ships are run by G&B, and they are a neutral third party. You can upset them. It really depends. When you kind of first start out, your ship minutes. I've got to sector, I think 4 twice, or close to it. I think the goal is, and then you know, let's not play around in here. So yeah, I mean, they take longer the more you go. Yeah. I haven't seen the end of the game yet. But I'm not sure if it's 5 or 6. There is a stat on how many times you've completed the game, so I know that there is a completion percentage. Here's the lightning level. I'll show you here in a second. And this is the thing that actually happens in real life. Probably not. Oh, that's great. There's a minefield. They use the light to protect some stuff. So you can see there are two floating around. If you fly into the lightning, you will take damage from the lightning. You can see. Yeah.
Oh,
It's just a
boy.
beautiful game. It's you can see that.
Good shot.
Well done. The scope is I believe so. Yeah, so this is, oh, here we go. This is the risk reward situation. Yeah. Yeah, the game's, it's really well executed. Actually flipping from the cockpit right here. Just because it's easier to kind of see. Yeah, so you really have to make a decision about what you want to do. Are you willing to kind of fly in and go for the loot? Or how much time? And you've also got to kind of deal with the fact that, you've only got X amount of time before the cars show up in mass. Like right now, I don't know how to get to this stuff, so I'm just going to... Feels like it's about 5 or 6 minutes per level before they show up. Alright, and now we're almost into sector 32. They've got difficulty levels, so you can play like an easy level where they drop the amount of credits you get, but the game's a lot easier, so you're going to try for that when you can. Not yet. I wish. The other part of it is actually... upgrade still make the jump, but it'll damage your ship severely. If I go into here, into the repair section, like you can lose your primary weapon, you can lose your shield generator, you can damage your engine, you can damage your sensors, life support, and your inertia dampers, which makes things really fun. But it just kind of ups the challenge. You randomly kind of destroy corners whenever you go through it without that. What's weird is they have fuel and they have gas, and they're two different things. Yeah, it's one of the attributes you use to actually construct stuff with. You will get, there's a message that flashes right below this Rockar incoming, Rockar will arrive soon. That's kind of neat. It's time to kind of start looking. Now you can literally just wait till the it shows up and then go.
A freighter requires resources to make urgent repairs. Completion of the task will earn you credits.
The hard part though is that the fuel is what kind of prevents you from just going from one system to another. You've got to have that. Oh, cool. This guy's if you play like the old, there's a great old game called, there's a Dead Space, I'm not remembering it, but it used to have like the old Wing Commander games, like there used to be patterns that you would like fly into, like there were certain areas where you could kind of hide a little bit. Let's see. I can see if I can extend the number of jumps here. So you get this perk screen after each one, and you've got to spend all the money you earn. You can't bank money over level, which is like part of me doesn't like it because you end up wasting money, which is as someone who's a big on efficiency, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. But I see how they work the mechanic. the polish on this. Even like early access. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's 30 is a good price. It's 20 a little better, 25 maybe. But I can recommend this one pretty easily at 30 bucks. You got a rigger one, and it's out.
There you go.
What are their other games? There's no real optimization in terms of forcing you, like, hey, if I'm going to really hard one here, it's going to give me easier layer. But, yeah, there were some that's all random. And this is a badass in this game. Yeah, I love that. Especially when you're being missiles shot at you, which most of the enemies pick up at your level. There's a ting ting kind of, proximity sound. Do a good job with the normal and everything too. Big Dangerous is really good, but there are just parts where you literally, like, instead of course.
They've locked onto you.
This is kind of good. So get back to the end. This is kind of cool. You can see I'm what's cool is that I can, if he gets a kill, I can totally steal the loot from that kill. Yeah, which is kind of bad for him. You don't need this. When you get further on in the game, I don't know if I'll be able to get through this.
They've locked onto me.
You start running into more and more of the capital ships. And the capital ships actually have huge value. On YouTube. It's just really tough. These huge capital ships. And again, kind of getting back to free space. Free space was the name of the game. That kind of I mean. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not just spitting it out of here, but it's free space. This is made by Volition, who's currently doing who did all of the Saints Row games, and they're now doing Havoc Incorporated or Mayhem Incorporated. Yeah, it's free space 2, and free space 2 is awesome. They used to do warp into a level and just huge capital. You'll be like, all of a sudden, you're going to get a humming, huge humming sounds. These cutting lasers would go through. I mean, easily, I think that's kind of large space game. And every time I go to see Volition, someone's like, hey, when are you guys going to work on Free Space 3? And I'm like, no one wants to do this. I'm like, now it's like, well, hey, people gave Star Citizen, gave them $148 million. Yeah. It's an undershirt. I think this is. I don't know. This isn't exactly. Everybody. It's my game. I've been replaced Mac Water Online for that purpose. I think this is probably, I'm probably going to for a little bit, but the problem I have with first try playing the game is that I didn't actually think a whole lot. And that became the issue. Yeah, I just want to kind of stay open just so you don't lose anything. And I've had that with a lot of, I've had that with a lot of Twitch games, a lot of first-person shooters.
them.
You can actually set it so that you can actually allow you to fly your ship. Yeah. Unless you're John. You do actually. You can pick up decals. Yeah, I have like a black color, and you can paint the trim a little bit. Most what I kind of dig is the fact that the can that actually wears a little bit. You can see the damage on the ship. Let's grab a shot here. Yeah. Yeah. Again, there's you might kind of complain that there's not a lot of content here that they do rely a lot on. Or whatnot, but it's tight. It's just really tight. There's not a lot of fat on the game, which is something you don't really see a lot. Get why that's something that annoyed me about Tim Schafer when they did the broken.
We should really move out of this cloud zone. It's playing havoc with my circuits.
We need to put an end to this.
That's done. But is there any questions about this? Let me show you. Actually, I'll show you some of the before we get out of here. Let me show you some of the. Oops. So let's go into perks here. So I can go in and I can change the colors of the ship. So I can do red, purple. Just unlock the purple. Right? Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah. Kind of. I've been like the purple with the black with the purple looks pretty hot. And I'm not normally a purple guy, but yeah. These are the menus. What's a little it's a little annoying is that each ship has its own tree. So some of them they share some elements together, but a lot of the other elements they don't. So like the map skill is persistent across all the ships. Some of the loot and the damage or repair stuff are. Oops, I went out the main menu. But like the rest of the stuff specific. Yeah, that's the hard part. I mean, yeah, that added a lot to the replayability of the game, that you want to level each ship up. But for me, once I get through this, there's lots of other games coming out. Let's see, max out. So, and then you can restart the whole thing over again. What's funny though is each ship gets a random new name. So if you look at the bottom of the screen here, you'll see Sugar Bear is the name of this ship. Like the last one I had, one earlier today, was Meta. So interesting. meta level here. So, yeah. All right, man. You want to talk about anything else? Cool. Yep. Yeah.